Few wrestlers have reached the legendary status of Hulk Hogan. From Hulkamania to WrestleMania live events, Hogan was once the most beloved figure in wrestling. But today, he's one of the most polarizing. Why is Hulk Hogan so hated by fans, peers, and even parts of the wrestling community? Today, we're unpacking the controversies, the ego, and the legacy of Hulk Hogan. Let's get into it. Welcome to Brand Buzz with Reggie, where we explore the highs, lows, and legacies of today's most fascinating brands and icons. I'm your host, Reggie Whitley, the visionary brand coach, and today we're talking about Hulk Hogan, the man, the myth, the controversy. From his universal rise to his many public missteps, we're analyzing how one of wrestling's greatest icons became one of its most divisive figures.
Hulk Hogan? Okay, I hear you.
Is Hogan's legacy salvageable, or has his time passed? Let's figure it out. Let's start with the good. In the 1980s, Hulk Hogan wasn't just a wrestler. No, he was the wrestler. He carried the WWF, now WWE, on his massive shoulders, becoming the face of wrestling's golden era. Some of his key milestones include Hulkamania. He became a cultural icon with his catchphrases like "Say your prayers, take your vitamins, and you'll never go wrong." Then there was WrestleMania 1. He headlined the inaugural WrestleMania, solidifying his position as the cornerstone of Vince McMahon's vision for wrestling. He was also a crossover star. Hogan starred in movies, he appeared in cartoons, and he became a household name. But for all of his success, cracks in his image began to show as his ego grew and controversies followed. Here's where things start to go south. Hulk Hogan's career is riddled with controversies that have alienated fans and peers alike. Let's look at backstage politics. Hogan was notorious for using his backstage influence to keep himself on top. An example includes when he allegedly held down younger talent like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels during his prime, refusing to lose clean matches and even being difficult to work with. His racist remarks in 2015, leaked audio revealed Hogan using racial slurs during a private conversation. The backlash was immediate and the WWE severed ties with him. While he has since apologized and been reinstated, many fans and wrestlers have not yet forgiven him. And then there's the lawsuit with Gawker. Hogan's infamous lawsuit over the leaked Smex tape further damaged his public image. While he won that lawsuit, the scandal exposed a personal side of Hogan that many fans didn't want to see and that many fans cannot get etched out of their brain. Then, overstaying his welcome is a big one. Hogan's inability to step away from the spotlight has also rubbed fans the wrong way. Many see him as someone who clings onto his glory days, often at the expense of newer talent. But is this enough for fans to be resentful towards Hulk Hogan? Well, if you don't think so, let's just keep going. Golden Boy favoritism is huge with him. Fans grew tired of Hogan always being booked as the unbeatable hero, even when it didn't make sense. And then his self-promotion over the business is annoying. Unlike stars like The Rock and John Cena, who often put the company and the fans first, Hogan was often seen as self-serving. He put himself and his pride and his ego above what was best for business and for the fans. Let's not even get too deep into his dated persona. As wrestling evolved, Hogan's old school style and cartoonish persona felt out of place in a world moving toward edgier, more realistic storytelling in wrestling. And then, of course, we have so much modern day backlash. Even when Hogan appears in WWE events today, the reaction is often mixed. Many fans cheer out of nostalgia, but the boos and the resentment, they're impossible to ignore. But what can we learn from Hulk Hogan's rise and fall? Here are 3 key branding takeaways. Number 1, reputation is everything. Hogan's legacy is tarnished because of his actions outside of the ring. Your personal brand extends beyond your personal achievements. And then number 2, know when to step aside. Holding on to the spotlight for too long can alienate fans and make you seem out of touch. Sometimes stepping back can preserve your legacy. Number 3, apologies and accountability matter. While Hogan has apologized for his past remarks, many fans felt that the apology lacked sincerity. Owning your mistakes fully and genuinely is key to rebuilding trust. Hulk Hogan's story is a complicated one. He was once the biggest star in wrestling, but his controversies and his behavior have left his legacy deeply divided. Some see him as a pioneer who brought wrestling to the mainstream, while others view him as a self-serving figure who tarnished his own reputation. But what do you think? Is Hulk Hogan's legacy beyond repair, or does he still deserve the title as one of wrestling's all-time greatest? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more branding breakdowns every week. Thanks for tuning in to Brand Buzz with Reggie.